I know you are desperate to talk with me, to sign your thoughts to me, and to see my face and keep me within arm's reach. I have just become the one thing that connects you to the outside world. You hadn't truly realized that until now. However, my absence would increase your dependence and emotional reliance on me. I stay only briefly, explain the situation, and repeatedly ask if you are okay. Aside from the very beginning, I don't apologize. I am not sorry. I do not feel guilty. Instead, I focus on asking if you're okay, and several times over the very short period we're together, aiming to enforce that my concern is not for myself, but for you. I make sure I look regretful as I leave, but I pick up the blanket and hold it out to you. This is my peace offering. It is not necessary for you to acknowledge it now, but when I leave, your thoughts are too focused on me and my return still. I hand you the blanket. Something soft, something comforting. You take the blanket from me, not even acknowledging the reward. You don't want to take your eyes off of me. And this is simple. Because right now, I am the reward. I only give you enough time in my presence to feel the relief. At that, I smile a forlorn smile, and before you can free your hands to continue signing, I leave. The beautiful thing about our interaction was that despite being able to verbalize, you didn't. I told you in the very beginning that we would communicate with sign language, that even though you could have spoken aloud to me as I left instead of signing, you remained silent. These are all great strides in a short period of time. Sweet love, your obedience is showing. I go back to my monitors. You are still standing and staring at the door. You have wrapped the blanket around you and are petting it in a self-soothing manner. You are thoughtful, and I had to leave you with those thoughts before they spilled over into more questions. At this point in time, it was important for me to say less than necessary, leaving you in a state of suspended terror that I could recall at any moment with my absence would make this a lot easier. Tonight was a lot to take in, and you have learned a lot about yourself. You may be questioning that, and I wanted to give you time to digest it. You will question why you feel relief at my return. You will feel conflicted and question yourself simply because you are given the time to doubt yourself, even though your response was simple survival. You will place importance on me instead of the simplest instinct that you require food to survive, that you've grown accustomed to the schedule. Even knowing it over a period of time, you will relate my existence to survival. Humans, when held captive together, could gather together and build a revolution. A lone human, however, without others to rely on, would often become friendly with their captor in order to keep things even somewhat amenable to them. This was simple self-preservation to manage a volatile situation over an extended period of time. You pick up the brown paper bag and slowly make your way back to the bed. Sitting on the floor in front of it, you take your time, wrestling through the bag and finding a chocolate bar along with the tangerine. You smile, and that makes me smile. You are so beautiful, so pure, so sweet. Time is moving differently for you now. You are idle, static, in a silent waiting room with no paintings, no books, no colors, no television. There is nothing to distract you from the current experience you are in. You relied on your smartphone and the world around you to entertain and distract you, social media and scouring certain websites to read and surf through. While out amongst the populace, you were required to interact with your environment ad nauseum. Whether responding to messages or surfing news articles, getting coffee, or even just crossing the street, there was always something to stimulate the human brain. Our brief interactions have given a fast-thinking, world-saturated mind a small fix during a hell that feels like being cut off from a drug. Many humans went through withdrawal periods after just disconnecting from the internet. Having to just rely on books and television for some humans took an adjustment period. It removed a form of communication, of socializing, of amusement. Further removing stimuli, no books, no television, no imagery, nothing but barren cement walls, makes a brain desperate to attach to whatever stimulated it. And now, that was me. Only me. All the mayhem, the destruction, the terror that I have caused and caused to you in the past 2 weeks fades into the background as you grow indifferent to it. It is amazing what the human brain will do to reason with your own emotions. Logic tells you that survival is now the goal. And I, my sweet, sweet love, am survival. We have now surpassed a point of no return. You need me. And now you know it. There will be no catharsis in this realization for you, but it will make you obedient and servile. And this moment, right now, is the beginning of a breakdown. I have to break you to build you, hurt you to heal you, and we will have to do this again and again and again. And it was logical that you would bend and sway and move for me. But break? We were far from that. I will have to shatter everything you are over and over. I will soften the edges and build you as I wanted you. It will be entertaining. I will have to remind you repeatedly that you cannot survive without me. We will start tomorrow. I smile to myself as you finish your food and curl up onto your new blanket on the mattress. You hug the pillow tightly and are lost in thought. I briefly contemplate what to reward you with tomorrow. Tonight, I fall asleep for the first time before you. I dream of you. You are effortlessly controlled here in my mind. I often dream of control, only when I demand something of you this time in my dreams to garner control, I feel off. The reaction is exactly as I would have predicted. I tell you to do something, you obey, but I am unsatisfied. There is no greater bore than perfection. To have things go exactly as you wanted or desired. The flaws, the imperfections are what made the experience of taking power from someone exciting. Made it real. I wake up and make my way to the monitors. I am annoyed by your absolute obedience in my dream. All of your reactions were concise and crystal clear, and I was bored. This was not a new thing for me. I faced chronic boredom throughout my life, which led to the very persistent need for excessive stimulation. I question if my fascination with you was only a temporary infatuation for a brief moment. I test that by asking myself if I could kill you or let you go. The answer remains a firm and decisive no. I want you. I intend to keep you. I am looking for whether you are a correlation or a causation of these recent changes in desires. I decide that you are both. I also take this time to calculate the time between my last kill and now. The news hasn't spoken about the Harlequin serial killer in 2 weeks. The body they found of the woman behind the university. I am in no database, neither criminal or genetic genealogy. A serial killer is defined by 2 or more murders. The average serial killer with at least 10 killing dates has a median of 32 days in between kills. I kept enough space between killings and locations that we wouldn't have to worry about these things. If I went about my way and stopped leaving my gloved handprint in blood across their mouths and lower face and a playful painted smile, it was likely that they wouldn't be able to link the killing to the Harlequin at all. I had only created a link between the killings so the news would pick the stories up. It was a way to soothe my vanity and boredom. I do not consider myself a serial killer, but I do have some similarities with them. Fixations, rituals, trophies. Case in point, you. I fixated on you. I observed you. I stalked you. I obtained you. And my last trophy this time, while unintentional, had become you. All of you. Not just your death and the possession of your last moments as I did with my other victims, but the possession of you. The entirety of you. But as with you, this is new territory for me. But we will tackle this together. At the correct time, I make your sandwich and grab 2 bottles of water. I make my way downstairs when I unlock the multiple locks on the doors. You are sitting on the mattress. You are waiting for me. And when you see me, you smile. Hello, Lowe's. Our current favorite girl is back. It's putting time, it's around 8:34 p.m. And I'm about to start speed editing for the rest of this week. Um, so that should be a pretty alright. Pretty good. I have about 2 more videos to make that I hope to get done with by 12. That's 4 hours. Wish me luck. Anyways, I'd like to thank Eco-Terrorist Thought, Crazy Cat, Voltus, Demetrios, Mr. Midnight, and Aaron for being my patrons. Thank you so much. I love every single one of you. Also, if you are interested in my Patreon, there is a link in the description and in my bio. And if that's not quite your cup of tea, if you could just share that link with just one other person, that would make my entire week. I, oh wow, that was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. Um, I have been really tired the past week or so because it's been raining every single day, um, for the past week. And one thing that rain does is make me so very sleepy. And combine that with the amount of work I've been doing, I have been sleepy all the time. Unfortunately. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this because I think things are gonna ramp up real soon. Uh, God, I love being evil. All right. Thank you so much for watching, Lows. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you have a good night, day, whatever time it is for you. Bye bye.